Hi, I'm Yuri. This submission for final project as a group Titans. As a part of this project, I'm going to talk about HTTP web proxy. So, what is proxy? Take a look at this figure. On the left side computer, Alice wants to get information from Bob. In this case, Alice is asking what time it is. Instead of going directly to Bob to find out, Alice is going through proxy. It's showing in red. So web proxy can be seen like a middleman. This middleman is asking Bob on behalf of Alice, hey, what time is it? Bob responds to the proxy, oh, it's 7 p.m. Then the middleman is finally getting back to Alice for the information she wanted. That looks like lots of work, doesn't it? So why do we use it? Why we use proxy? Well, the main reasons are performance, content filtering, and transformation. Then privacy. As for performance, by saving a copy of the pages that it fetches, a proxy can reduce to create connection to remote servers. This can reduce the overall delay involving in retrieving a page, especially if a server is remote or under heavy load. As for the privacy, normally web servers log all incoming requests for resources. This information typically includes at least IP address of the client, the browser, or other client program that are using. So if client does not wish to have these kind of information recorded, routing HTTP requests through a web proxy is one solution to protect privacy. Now I'm going to talk about assignment 1. In assignment 1, what we had to do was the socket programming. Our group tried developing a web proxy, which is when the proxy received an HTTP request for the project from the object from a browser, it generates a new HTTP request for the same object and sends it to the original server. When the proxy receives the corresponding HTTP response with the object from the original server, it creates a new HTTP response including the object and sends it to the client. Our proxy was supposed to be a multi-threaded, which means that it should be handling multiple requests at the same time. So I'm gonna go to the code. So these are our code. We use the Python as our programming language of the choice. First, we needed to include a module and import it. We assign arbitrary port numbers such as 8888, then create a socket using IPv4 and TCP connection protocol. Next, we prepare for a server socket to make our socket belong to the port number, the arbitrary number we assigned earlier, such as 8888. Then now that socket is ready and just listen to anybody to connect. Next, we use the while loop so that our proxy can keep running. In the while loop, first we did was accept. That means that a client types something in a browser and enter. The things we actually had a print statement to see IP address of the client, and in our case was a local host. We parsed the string what client typed in the URL, and if the file exists in the proxy server side, we made a socket to send out to the client directory. And in this case, original website that the client was asking was not involved at all, just like the Alice and the proxy server I explained in the very beginning of this video. In case of file does not exist in proxy server, proxy basically creates another socket, and this socket connects to the website the client is asking, and save it, and using the socket proxy already has between client and proxy, and sends back the data to the client. When the client gets object, we close the socket, and this is the code we attempted to complete this assignment, and this will end my part of this submission of our project. Thank you.